Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I already primed my eyes with the shade Sherbert. How you like my declutter? That was like my first official declutter. I decluttered in the past, but that wasn't, I didn't show my past. So that was my actual declutter. I actually showed it. And yeah, it was tough because John paid for some of it, and my brother paid for some of it, and then I paid for some of it. So it was like, but I need to be really mindful of what I do purchase, what I'm bringing in, and what the heck I'm bringing in, because I just don't think, I'm like, oh, it's cheap, it's high end. Girl, you still don't need it. You don't. So I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay. This is like Pan That Palette Purple, 50 Shades of Purple Project Pan, and we'll see how far I get to it. It's brand new. I used it like a handful of times now, and I'm just like, yes, I'm just gonna be talking to you while I put on makeup. So decluttering was nice. It took a lot out of me. Like, now I could just calm down and not be stressful on the palettes I know I'm not gonna reach for, and I give it all to my mom and she put it like all in one drawer, and I'm like, hopefully you do use it. But yeah, that was fun and interesting because I was like, oh yeah, that Morphe and Jeffree Star, I gave that to her. That was like the last declutter. I was like, you know what? I have Jeffree Star, and I don't care for the Morphe Jeffree Star one, so I gave that to her as well. That's about it. John did buy me 2 more palettes. It was like in a bundle of the paint palettes from Glamlight. Super cute. That's the last purchase, and I was like, oh my gosh, it came today, and I'm like, so now I'm waiting for Buzz Agent, a lipstick from them, and so this was what came in the mail, is this mini paint palette. It came with a brush as well, and it has like a little thing to hold, and the colors are beautiful. I really do love colorful palettes, and Glamlight is one of my favorites. And I was like, holy mackerel, this paint palette is huge. So they have 18 vibrant colors in both palettes, and this one actually has something where you can keep, and this came with a brush. And this thing is huge. So I think this one's the older one, and the smaller one's the newer one. So that's what the big one. I am so happy, and I love these unique palettes that they made. And yeah, there was 3 things. It came with brushes, which I put it in with my brushes. I don't know why. But, the big one came with this one, and the small one came with this one. Super cute. And it came with a liquid eyeliner, which I don't know if I'm going to open or not. I just don't go with liquid. So, yeah, and I'm planning on slowly getting rid of other makeups and just... So, with all that, it came to $50.49 for them. And you punch in Trend Mood to get it a discounted price. So, 49 cents more. Ain't too bad. We got a notice from HOA last night saying our trash cans were out too early. I'm like, well, some people have it out too early. I'm like, they must know that HOA ain't checking up on them anytime soon. But whenever we have it out for that one time, a little bit too early, yes. But I'm like, no one gets caught. People park in their yard basically, and they don't get in trouble. But when we do something one time, we get a notice. I'm like, how is that? But my mom's like, okay, well, just do it a little bit later. So they gave us the times when we can set our trash out and when we can take it back. I'm like, so ridiculous. You do not pay for your yard anymore. You do not pay for, trash cans, I swear. Anywho, that I hate HOA. Like, I don't think Michigan we had HOA, but when we came here, oh my gosh. Let's see. Between the two palettes, I do need to finish these palettes. I feel like I'm gonna do the exact same look because I always put the pink up here and then the brown. It's like, okay. And then same like this one. I'm just like, it just looks all the same. So, I swear. Can't do much really with same palettes. Your color choices run low. So yeah, that was about it. That's exciting, isn't it? Life, being a grown-up. I just like every day, I just like little bits and pieces of when I was a kid. It was like so much better. Remember the 90s? We were growing up. And then it comes to 2000 and it's like, let's still be in the 90s, please. Why did it have to change? I don't know. So, I gotta make a new color wheel on my phone because now that I deleted out of my life, I guess, palettes that, I'm just gonna probably make a new one. So how is everybody? My life's pretty boring. Don't know what I'm gonna have to eat today. I always that was like my joy is what's for dinner. I'm gonna start saving money up all next year, 2022, to save it up. I'm gonna try not to spend. When I go shopping somewhere, I'm gonna take some money out everywhere I go just to save up some cash. Even though a lot of places are doing cashless, I'm just like, how am I gonna save? Because the big thing is spending online is addicting. I might, if I don't take money out to have cash, then I might just be mindful of what I buy from the store. It's funny how I do my monthly shopping I do it like at the beginning of the month like everybody else. And where was I going with this? And after I get the stuff, I make a new list of what I need to get more of. The lists are never ending with me. I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot this. So yeah, it's like never ending with me. I feel like digging into a different palette. I should have thought about like, because I thought about I need to pan this palette out. It's just now it's getting boring. I only wore it once or twice and I'm just like bored with it. Oh, finally hit pan on this shade. Finally. I knew it was getting close to it, but dang. I'm just, I'm tired. It's that time of the month and I'm just like, oh, hope everybody's doing good and your families. I'm doing okay. We're living. Oh, I just heard about you. New York. Oh my gosh, if I can say it right. New York. And I'm like, okay, what's next year gonna bring for us? Come on. And if people aren't vaccinated, I think they should just move out. We don't want to be forced. That's, I don't want to be forced into something I don't want to do or take. Because with my issues, I keep saying it. And that one seizure, I'm like, it creeps up at me because I have to calm myself down. And because, movie sets it off or a music video sets it off. Or if I see like a concert, I only went to one concert and I see like concerts on YouTube and I'm like, oh, I can't be going to concerts. If they're gonna have the strobe light and, oh gosh, no. I can't with strobe lights. I can't with concerts, no. Concerts are a no for me. I went once and I was not a fan of going there again. I wasn't a fan of being there. Like, it was interesting. It was fun at the time. Whoa, I put too much. But now that I'm getting older and things are setting off in my body, not going as I like, I'm more tired. I'm more like, have to watch what I watch because of the seizures. Like, in my body, like, I can feel when it's wanting to start acting up, and it's not fun that you have to keep mindful of what's gonna be good or bad of what you watch. And I'm like, having to tell my family I can't watch it anymore, it's upsetting me. Like, I want to be okay and watch whatever I want the heck to watch. The screen is like screaming out my name. I wear this green today. So yeah, I'm just, everybody loves this palette. I don't know why. It is pretty though. It's pretty, but when I try to put it on, like, okay, I gotta remind myself, the pink is like a topper. This green is actually pretty. See, the more I wear it, the more I start liking it. So maybe will like it more the more I put it on. A green. So yeah. some music videos. I'm just like, no. I stopped watching music videos. I'm just like, no, I cannot do it. They're not going to be surprising me with flashy lights. No, because we have big TVs all around the house. And I'm just like, oh, it's right in my face. Pretty much. It's like we are in a concert. We are in a movie. And I'm just like, no. And then, like, my heart is, like, out of my chest most of the time. And I'm like, oh, no. And then your head just, like, swirling up there. And it's just like, okay, I'm getting dizzy. I'm about to crash and go into a seizure. Like, I just can't do it. It is not fun. To have to be so mindful. And then you get, like, all this up here going nuts. And then you're like, oh no, it's starting. Yeah. It's a trigger, and my trigger is set, like, on all the time. And I gotta force it to calm down. Because when I was in high school, a kid actually went into seizure mode twice. The second time wasn't too bad, but the first time we were on a field trip on the bus, and oh, I had teachers trying to calm me down, and I had to go to the nurse. It was horrible. I did not want to be having a seizure at school. Because like, once someone's in a seizure, then I get into that seizure mode, and I'm like, no. Like, I feel like 5 teachers were trying to calm me down because they're like, okay, we're not having another person having a seizure. So, and it, like, heat, and I always had to have an aid on the bus for me to not pass out. And, to make sure I don't have a seizure. So, that was real fun, going to high school and having a special person sit with you. I'm like, it was nice. Like, they brought me water, and like the bus driver, when we had pizza day, or like chips on the bus, I get treated with breadsticks because I don't eat pork. So I was like, yeah, I got the whole breadsticks. Heck yeah. Well, they have a slice or two. I get the whole bag. That was pretty awesome. I liked my bus driver. I had a really good time when we had those special times. And sometimes they wait because we were the last to get off the bus. I was like the third one getting off the bus. Like, it was not fun. But yeah. Oh, the days of school. This just passes you by, like, really fast. I'm just like, remember when, like, I always talk to my friend Alex. He was like, you know, I see him, like, now and then throughout school, but we were never friends until after. It's funny how that works. Like, yeah, I was friends with your cousin, but I wasn't friends with you. But now that I'm more friends with him instead of her, I was like, it's funny how that works. But yeah, I was just like, you're like, oh, I can't wait till I'm out of school, which I didn't finish school. I dropped out when I was almost gonna be 18. I dropped out the month that was my birthday, I believe. Because of, you know, my ex moving out when I was 17. Yeah, don't live with a boyfriend when you're that young. Let me tell you. That was just a stupid decision. Everything went downhill after that incident. I think it's stupid. If I ever adopted a child, I'll be like, no. Heck no. Like, this was so easy to pan, and it's getting bigger every time I put my brush in it. Yeah, that's real fun. Hey, it makes the palette, you know, I used it up. It's pretty nice. So yeah. Learn from the mistakes. I'd rather, if ever a kid comes, I'd rather adopt than have one. Because I just hear so many issues. So I'm like, no. But I like having my own, like, quiet time. I could just go on YouTube or mess with my palettes and be like, do I really want you now that I can, like, declutter it? It's like, so I gotta play with my Huda Beauties a little bit more. That'll be fun. Because I'm thinking about my monochromatic little Hudas and my full size. I already got rid of one Huda Beauty. That was the Coral Obsessions, and that felt good. I kept the Peak palette because I did like the formula of Natasha Denona a little bit better. Man, it's yellow. So, kept the Natasha's. I think I like her formula better, but I'm going to play with Huda a little bit more. Urban Decay a little bit more. I'm going to always keep, I want to pan the Ultraviolet out, so I'm going to keep that because John did pay $50 for Mother's Day for that palette that I was like, I should have got the Wild West, which I hear nothing but great. If I were to, excuse me, get the Urban Decay formula, I should have got the Wild West because that was pretty nice. But I'm like, it reminds me of So Jaded Color Pop, yeah, palette, so that's why I didn't get it. But I'm like, I hear good things about it though. So yeah, there's a lot going on in my mind. Like, oh, I need to try, you know, these palettes out a little bit more. Just to see if I like it. So again, I used this palette and I used a little bit of this. Hit a pan, a new pan. I'm so excited. So yeah, this is what it looks like so far. It's gonna be a little long video. There it is. Still working on this. So I pulled out 2 new mascaras that Marilyn got me for the holidays, which I am super excited. So I do love this formula. I think I have a bump. Maybe not. I hate when I get these like bumps in the waterline. I have one right there, I see. And they get irritated when I put makeup on it, and I'm like... So I'll be using the primer and the mascara of the Lash Paradise. I do like these. So what I like to do if I have 2 of them, a primer, and I open them both up. Let's see what primer is like on my lower lashes. I do love the wands in these. I love the formula. It's a little messy. It's like the same, I think. Man, I haven't had a primer in so long. I used to buy the L'Oreal, I think it was a L'Oreal primer and mascara. One is like double-ended. I like that a lot. Woo! So that's real nice. Yeah, I haven't hung out with friends in so long. I used to go bowling right before this happened. I went bowling like a couple times a week. It was fun. We have bowling here in Maricopa, so we're like, that was fun. We play pool upstairs. We would go to the movies upstairs, go bowling, and we have everything. The Harris, they add on to like a fun place. And Harris is a casino. And we would go gambling a little bit, which John and I were talking about. What are we doing for Valentine's Day? Because that's going to be coming up soon. He wants to rent a hotel. Man, that got messy real fast. For the night, and do like a little bit of everything. Well, the Lux is closed temporarily. I don't know when they're gonna open up. I thought they opened up, but I guess not. I used to go with the Harris. That was such a fun place before all this happened. Well, anywho, this is what I'm wearing. I'll be switching it up like green, blue, and pink up here. That's the only switch up. If I'm gonna keep panning this palette, it's gonna be super hard. At one, I picked one product at a time because I want to do that. I want to pick one product. I don't want to pick the whole 50 and be like, we only have a couple months. Not even half. And I don't know, it's April. We're starting a new color, so that is January, February, March, April. So that's like 4 months. I don't want to pick 50 products in 4 months. I'm going to slowly get into palettes, panning them out before, and singles. I should bring out a single. I have Frankening singles that are purple. I should do that. So this is a long video, but here is the finished look. Thank you for watching. I do like the look I created today. The formula is getting a little bit better, I will say, with this Urban Decay. So it's not a total waste on $22 in my case. I did pay for this in my own money. So yeah. $22 on eBay if you can't find it. It was worth it. I think it's a little bit cheaper now on eBay. But that is what it looks like. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. Bye for now.